Hey there, guys, and welcome back to the Curto32 Gaming Channel. And we are back with more F1 23. And I know it has been a while, but yeah, I know what you're all probably saying as well. Where is the sound? Well, I can tell you why there is no sound on the video, and that is because, unfortunately, my microphone has had its problems once again. Basically, what happens is every time I speak into the microphone, which was during this race, it didn't pick up anything. So, yeah. I was just happily sitting there, uh, minding my own business while I was talking through the race and not even realising that no sound had been recorded. So, yeah, that is quite unbelievable, isn't it? Once again, I have even more technical problems with my microphone. But as you can probably see, this is the first of three US Grand Prix of the year. This one, of course, being in Miami, in Florida. So, yeah, I'm just going to be basically sitting here. I would say about a week after I recorded this, and yeah, as you can see there, I decided to do a nice little overtake on Alonso there. And as you guys can see, we are all on dry tyres. And I was constantly telling my race engineer if it was going to be alright, whether the weather was going to be getting better. So yeah, I decided to stay out on dry tyres, which may have not been the best idea because as you can see here, I'm sliding around a bit. But then again, I have been having a few problems like that this year with this year's game, of course. But yeah, we are in 10th at the minute, which is alright, but not as good as the previous races. As I try and catch up to Fernando Alonso, and as you can see, I try to overtake him there, but I go far too wide there, and I might have collided with him, which is not good at all. But there you go, I try another overtake, and there you go. But yeah, I do kind of find this track very, very tricky, which was probably not made better by the fact that no one pitted for intermediates. Probably we should have done, but as you guys can see, there are no spray on the tyres. So yeah. And there you go. And as you can see there, I brake a little too hard, and Alonso tries to get past, but we are able to get ahead of him and reclaim 9th position. As we fast forward, we're still on lap 4, but as you guys can see, I make a massive mistake here, and Alonso retakes 9th position, which is not really good for us, of course, but as you can see, we try and catch up to him. And we go for a big dive bomb there, as you can see. A huge dive bomb. Probably a bit reckless, but yeah. It's too late to go back now. But as you can see, we fast forward on to later on the same lap, lap 5. And as you can see, I almost crash into the wall there trying to defend from Ocon. and I also see if I've sustained any damage. But then I go up the inside of Ocon here. But we don't get any DRS from that because we were ahead. But as you can see, we do get ourselves free wide into the corner, but we are able to stay in front for the time being as we head on to lap number 6. And as you can see, once again, I really am struggling in a track that is wet but is not wet enough for intermediates yet. As you can see, I am absolutely struggling for grip. And here comes Valtteri Bottas trying to get in front of us. But we are able to defend well as we once again slide. But we are able to make it through the corner as we slide yet again. And my goodness. Having loads of oversteer at the moment. But here comes Valtteri Bottas, but we are able to brake late and stay ahead of him as we're about to go on to lap number 7. And later on in lap number 7, Valtteri Bottas did overtake us. But as you guys can see, we do very well to get back in front of Valtteri Bottas and reclaim 9th position. But then, as you guys can see, there is a yellow flag there. Not too sure why that was, but Sargent did retire later on in the race, so that's probably why. But I'm not too sure. But as you guys can see, we do go into the pit lane, but unfortunately, as you can see, one of our wheels gets stuck, and as a result, we lose a shit ton of time, which is absolutely disappointing. But the good news is we are now onto the soft tyres, so we are going to see if I'm able to get back any positions. I don't think we're going to finish in the points, but as you guys can see, we're using most of our ERS to try and get ahead of Yuki Tsunoda. And as you guys can see there, we do overtake him. He's defending well, but we do get ahead of him, which is a very good move there. And on lap number 10 now, as you can see here, Magnussen and Piastri are battling for 14th position. And as you guys can see here, I make a move on Magnussen for 15th place. And there you go, we are up into 15th place. But as you guys can see, Magnussen does re-overtake us. But as you guys can see, we go right up the inside and we reclaim the position. Now we move on to lap 12 now, And as you guys can see, we do make a little bit of a dangerous move there on Piastri, but we do get past. We are up into 14th position. But as you can see, he does re-overtake us. We use some of our ERS to see if we can try and get back at him, and we do. And we stay in 14th position as we approach lap 13 now, and I do not think we're going to be able to get into the points now. But as you can see, Piastri tried to get past us one more time, but there you go, Logan Sargent is out of the session. And that is a second race in a row in which he has retired from, so that is not going to be good news for Williams. And as you guys can see, we go right up the inside of Piastri. Once again, we have collision. But yeah, at this point, I was kind of feeling a bit, I would kind of say frustrated not getting into the points once again after that pit stop error. But as you can see, Max Verstappen has won the race, which is not too much of a surprise. Lance Stroll, as you can see there, is in 12th, as Piastri did manage to make it past us. We try and do another dive bomb, but as you guys can see, we do go too far this time, and Piastri is up into 14th. But we do get 15th place, which is disappointing considering where we started on the grid, but there is not much you can do after a pit stop error, as Esteban Ocon was given driver of the day. As you can see there, Red Bull are celebrating. Of course they would, because they have won the race. And yeah. So what I'm going to be doing next is showing you guys the podium results, starting off. Not the podium results, the race results, which will include the podium result as well. So stay tuned for that. So there you go, guys. That is the end of the race. And as you can see there, Max Verstappen won the race, followed by Lewis Hamilton in second, Leclerc third, Sainz fourth, Perez fifth, Russell sixth, Norris seventh, Gasly eighth, Alonso ninth, and Albon in 10th, which is a very good result for the Williams team. Then we have Esteban Ocon in 11th, Stroll 12th, Bottas 13th, Piastri 14th, Curto 15th, Zhou 16th, Magnussen 17th, Hulkenberg 18th, De Vries 19th, Hager 20th, Tsunoda 21st, and Logan Sargent in 22nd position. And then we come to the drivers' standings, and as you guys can see there, Max Verstappen is top once again on 69 points, followed by Leclerc on 64, Hamilton 41, Perez 47, Sainz 30, Alonso 24, me and Russell on 21, Ocon 8, and Norris on 6 alongside Zhou as well. Then we go to Gasly and Hulkenberg on 4. Then we have Piastri, De Vries, and Albon on 2. Bottas on 1, and then the drivers on 0 points in order of where they are in the standings are Lance Stroll, Kevin Magnussen, Yuki Tsunoda, Dennis Hager, and Logan Sargent is bottom of the championship standings. And finally, we finish off with the constructors' standings. And as you can see, Red Bull are top on 106 points, followed by Ferrari on 94. Then we have Mercedes on 62, Aston Martin 24, also known as Alonso Racing Group. Then we have Ligier on 21, Alpine 12, McLaren 8, Alfa Romeo 7, Haas 4. Goodness me, that was some mistake, wasn't it? Then we have AlphaTauri on 2 and Williams Racing on 2. So that will do it for today's episode, guys. If you did enjoy, then please do like, comment, and if you really did like the content, then please do consider subscribing to the channel. This is Curto32 signing out.